While looking at the historic path of Azerbaijan, the country which has ancient statehood traditions, it is obvious that despite facing various military aggressions, the country managed to maintain its existence. The people of Azerbaijan have rich ancient history of heroism that proved itself in the defense of the motherland. Military leaders like Mohammed Jahan Pahlavan, Kızıl Arslan, Javanshir, Babek, Shah İsmail Khatai, Javad Khan created the great annals of Azerbaijan's heroism. Starting from the mid of 18th century, the attempts of Khanates, which used to exist on the Azerbaijan territories during that period, to be united under a unified state were unsuccessful. Political disintegration and foreign aggressors' invasion ended up with the loss of independence until the beginning of the 20th century. The first proposal on building the Azerbaijan National Forces was discussed after the collapse of the Russian Tsarism at the Congress of Caucasus Muslims, held in May 1917, and the decision on creation of special bureaus was made in order to start the establishment of Muslim units. In 1918, Azerbaijan Democratic Republic, the first country announcing its independence in the east under the leadership of Mehmed Amin Rasulzadeh, Fetheli Khan Khoyski and Ali Madan Bey Topçubashov, despite its short-term existence, managed to create its own state attributes. The first military units were founded and our national army started to develop. On 26 June 1918, the Azerbaijan government, which had to fight against both Armenians and Bolsheviks' invasion policy, made a decision to create a detached Azerbaijan Corps, and that decision also led to the formation of Azerbaijan National Army. The first military units were created in an ancient city of Ganja. Between 1918 and 1920, our famous generals such as Samad Bey Mehmandarov, Ali Agha Shikhlinsky and other professional soldiers made their tremendous efforts in formation of national army units in Azerbaijan, the units that had the highest level of combat capability, military training and discipline. Unfortunately, this state lasted too short, and in April 1920, the units of Azerbaijan National Army became disbanded after the invasion of Bolshevik troops. Along the World War II battlefield fronts, Azerbaijan divisions went through the glorious battle path up to Berlin. Thanks to their genuine manliness, General Hazi Aslanov, Mehdi Hüseynzadeh, İsrafil Mamadov, Geray Asadov, and other heroic sons managed to carry on Azerbaijan's military traditions in the 20th century too. After the World War II until the year of 1969, when national leader Heydar Aliyev was appointed as the head of the republic, the union's leadership was jealous to military personnel training in Azerbaijan. Only after that year the army building became under focus, and finally, in 1971, Heydar Aliyev, thanks to his great political determination and persistence, succeeded to found a military training institution, Military Lyceum, named after famous military leader Cemşit Nakhchivanski. Our national leader Heydar Aliyev attained to ensure the study of Azerbaijani youth not only in Baku Higher All Arms and Baku Higher Naval Academies, but also in other USSR military institutions. These efforts created an opportunity to ensure the required national personnel training base at the highest level 20 years before gaining our independence. After restoration of the independence for the second time, the state of Azerbaijan made a decision to establish the Ministry of Defense in September 1991. However, 20% of our territories, Nagorno-Karabakh and 7 adjacent districts were occupied as a result of Armenian military aggression due to lack of military and political competence of the state leadership during the first years of the independence. Consequently, Azerbaijan's 17,000 square meter of the most fertile lands became under enemy control. ...900 settlements, 130,939 houses, 2,389 agricultural and industrial facilities, 1,025 educational institutions, 798 medical centers, 1,510 cultural centers, 5,198 kilometer roads, 348 bridges, 7,568 kilometer water, and 76,940 kilometer electric lines were destroyed. Moreover, 20,000 Azerbaijanis were killed, 100,000 were wounded, and 50,000 were disabled from various injuries, and 4,499 became missing as a result of Armenian military aggression. The second return of our national leader, Heydar Aliyev, to the power after nation's request in 1993 was not only the turning point in the area of army building along with other fields in Azerbaijan, it had also set the beginning of the new stages.
dünyasısan, anamın anasısan Azərbaycan. Ömrümün mənasısan, qardaşlıq dünyasısan, anamın anasısan Azərbaycan.
Thus, signing of the ceasefire agreement on 12 May 1994 led to realization of the vast scale of reforms in army building and prevention of the large number of casualties. One of the most important aspects in the armed forces development is an international military cooperation that has been founded by our national leader Heydər Əliyev and pursued by the Supreme Commander-in-Chief İlham Əliyev. An obvious example to that could be Azerbaijan's joining to NATO PFP program in 1994. The announcement of 26 June as the Armed Forces Day, based on the decree of our national leader Heydər Əliyev, dated 22 May 1998, increased the interest of youth in military science and raised their spirit of patriotism.
Bizim ordumuz istenilen vakta Azerbaycan'ın torpaklarının azad etmesine kadirdir.
The army building activities, which were founded by the national leader of Azerbaijan, Heydər Əliyev, today is being successfully continued by his worthy political course successor, President İlham Əliyev. Our country, which the foundation was laid with a firm basis by the founder of modern Azerbaijan, Heydər Əliyev, and today is continued and developed by Mr. İlham Əliyev, the Supreme Commander-in-Chief, has very powerful army and strong economy. The funds allocated for defense might of the armed forces grow year by year, and it also enables to build defense industry capacities compatible to modern requirements. As a practical result of Supreme Commander-in-Chief's care and focus to the army building, important activities are implemented in order to solve social welfare problems of servicemen. New apartments are built for officers and NCOs, barracks, canteens, boiler rooms, and medical stations in military units and formations are constructed and equipped with the state-of-the-art equipment. our armed forces the guarantee of our independence and statehood, and it gained the trust of the nation, being the most powerful in the region. The armed force of the Republic of Azerbaijan is the modern and mighty army of the Caucasus and is capable to prevent any military threat to our independence.
Azərbaycan ordusu hər an Ali Başkomandanın əmrini yerinə etməyə hazırdır, buna qadirdir. Azərbaycan öz ordusuna inanır, öz dövlətinə inanır, ordusuna və dövlətinə güvənir. Azərbaycan dövləti və Azərbaycan ordusu öz vətəndaşlarını müdafiə edir.